Alright guys, so um, we are getting a hurricane here on Long Island. It should be here like Sunday into Monday, maybe even goes into Tuesday. Um, but I don't think my gym's closed, so I'm good with that. I'm fine with a little hurricane. So it's Saturday as I'm filming this now. I'm gonna go shopping, do a little food shopping with Rob. He needs to get a couple things. I need to get a couple things just in case. It's a little worse than they're saying right now. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad, but you never know. So I'm going to stock up on some food. As far as the update on my injury, I'm feeling really good with my herniated discs. I'm actually doing one more week of this program and then I'm changing it up. So it'll be Monday to Friday of this week and Saturday, I believe, also, and then I'll have Sunday and Monday off. We'll start a new program on Tuesday, and here comes the fun part because I'm going to start implementing squat-like exercises and deadlift-like exercises. So I think we're going to go with some goblet squats and some rack pulls just to ease my way in back into the movement pattern, get my lower back firing, get everything firing in the squat, the squat patterns and the deadlift patterns. I want everything going nice and smooth. Not going crazy with the spinal loading just yet. Like I said, ease my way back in. Really excited to get this underway. And yeah, we're making progress. So I'm not in really any pain when I'm training or out of training either. As far as my back is concerned, I have to make sure that I'm bracing properly, even on stupid things like I don't know, dumbbell curls, because if I go into lumbar flexion and I have a weight loaded in that position, it could just spell some bad news. So I have to be very conscious of my bracing. I'm doing a lot of glute activation, transverse abdominis activation, oblique activation on my warm-ups now. Make sure those are firing, so those muscles that are surrounding your lower back, that actually protects your back greatly. So yeah, one last session of physical therapy this week. Basically going to go over an exit plan on exactly what he wants me doing as far as training, warming up, things like that. He says I could already be squatting and deadlifting already. We're going to take it a little slower. I talked to my coach, Jason, and we're just going to kind of ease into it instead of jumping. But like I said, I was squatting and deadlifting in physical therapy already. I think my second week of PT, I was doing, 200 pounds on squat, around there. Deadlift felt fine. I was doing Romanian deadlifts. But yeah, I feel good. Another update, I believe I'm going to buy a belt. And I think I'm going to go with the Inzer Forever belt. Tried it on, Rob has one. As soon as I put it on, it just felt like, okay, like this is the belt for me. I've tried an Inzer prong belt. Not a prong, the clasp that you pop on and off. I didn't really like it. I don't know, it didn't really fit me too well. I might have had to just, adjust the settings a little, but the Inzer Forever belt felt really good, so it looks like I'm going to go with that. Use that on my top sets, and I think that covers everything. Yeah, so we're cruising. Weight's looking good. I'm 224 today, 223.8. Feeling full, feeling stronger and fuller as the days go on. We'll see how far we'll take this off season. Like I said, I want to be strong on deadlift, squat, and I want my strength levels on everything to go back up and beyond where it was. Same with my, my muscle mass as well. Before I start that contest prep, have everything in order, have all my finances in order before I, delve into this undertaking, because contest prep is no joke. I've done it once before when I was 19. Didn't really know what I was doing. But it's a very long process. This will probably be at around 8 months, depending on how many shows I do. 8 months of being in a deficit. You have a lot of expenses with the prep, especially with coaching, food, more supplements. You just have, the actual show itself costs money, posing trunks, the tanning, it's a whole thing. So you really need to be prepared to shell out a good amount of money. So you definitely want to make sure your finances are optimal, I guess you could say, before you really start, because you don't want to be stuck, not being able to pay for your show or something so stupid, right? Or even traveling money if you have to travel for your show. So it's just something to think about. So I'm really, thinking about that now. I'm like, months and months out of even starting to prep, but that should be on your mind if you ever, are deciding or thinking about doing a show. That's very important. Yeah, so actually another thing I wanted to say is thank you to Angelo. He messaged me on Facebook. He reached out to me because he has a herniated disc. He's a little older than me, but he was saying that how, it's inspirational that I'm coming back from 2 herniated discs and I'm moving straight into my training. I'm not being hesitant with anything. I'm going straight at it. I don't plan on rehabbing really that long. I mean, I haven't. I think exercise is the best rehab for herniated discs if you know what you're doing. You're keeping good form. You have a good physical therapist behind you and things like that. And I have youth on my side, thankfully. But shout out to Angelo. I hope your recovery is going well, man. And I really appreciate the message. So thank you to Angelo and everybody else. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate all you guys watching and supporting me as I move toward competing at the Pro Qualifier, the IFPA. It should be good. So I got to stay healthy for myself, but also for you guys. I can't be messing around, rushing into squats and deadlifts heavy yet, and potentially, risking re-injuring myself. That's just stupid and not worth it. So got to check the ego, and that's okay. That's what, real champions do. We all have to check our ego sometimes, but stay tuned for that little food shopping, nothing crazy. And then I'll just hop into some training, and that should be it for this vlog. I hope you guys had an awesome week, and I'll talk to you in a bit.
That nostalgia.